Hi, REMAX Preferred Group Realtors. This is Carrie with Preferred Group Marketing Services, and I'm here with Steve Lechtenfeld. He is with the AmeriFirst Home Mortgage, and we are here to talk to you about how to get more listings. Hi, Steve. How are you doing today?
Good.
Can you tell me how a mortgage professional can help agents get more listings?
So, in this challenging market with sellers, it is the biggest challenge. And the biggest thing I'm hearing is from the realtors is they have and talk to people that are interested in moving, because with the pandemic of 2020, people working from home, kids homeschooling, people were realizing that their home is not as the efficient space that they thought it would be. So the challenge is when they talk to people that want to sell, the challenge is they have nowhere to go. They don't want to sell and then not have a place to go to. So one of the unique things we do here at AmeriFirst, and I actually did this my own personal purchase because I lived in my family home that I raised my kids in for 20 years. So when my youngest graduated from high school, and basically we're empty nesters, one's already away to college, then the other one's going away. My wife said, hey, I loved living here for 20 years. There's no reason to be in a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3-bath house when it's just the two of us. She wanted to find somewhere where there was privacy. She wanted to find somewhere where maybe some acreage. Well, that's a very difficult thing to do and to find, and we didn't want to sell our house or go into a rental or move in with our in-laws. So we do something very unique, which is called a mortgage recast. So what we did is we bought our new home on a conventional loan, and we put the minimum down, 5%, closed on that house because we had 20 years of stuff. We had 20 years of stuff.
A lot of things.
Two boys, every sport in the world, every activity. I mean, we had basketballs and hockey equipment and golf clubs. And I mean, we had so much stuff after 20 years. So it was so cool to buy a house, move into the other house, and then sell our house. Which, of course, when we put it up, I put it up on a Sunday, it sold on a Monday. And then what we did is when we closed on that house, we took our equity that we made on that house, put it towards this house, and it's called a recast. So what you do, instead of refinancing your loan, you keep your original low rate that you locked this house into that you bought.
Mm-hmm.
You take the equity, and the recasting part is we actually take the equity, reduce the principal balance, readjust the principal and interest payments.
Mm-hmm.
So now I put 20% down, 30, 40%, whatever you want. You eliminate the PMI, and you're not paying for a refinance.
So from what I understand is that then the PMI will only be on the months that you have the loan until you sell your first home. And so then that will go away.
Correct.
And then what if the challenge for the potential seller is that they don't have the 5%?
So most people, especially with the appreciation that's happened in our market, have the equity in their home.
Okay.
So we can get a short-term line of credit, use that for the down payment of the new house, and that's totally paid off along with the first mortgage when they sell their original house.
So as a seller, then I think, how are we going to do this in 30 days? What are some of the solutions that you have for realtors to answer that?
So it may not be a 30-day process, because if you get a seller who is not the savers and they're living paycheck to paycheck and they don't have that 5% down, because it takes about 15 to 30 days to get a home equity line of credit set up. When we get that, then they have their down payment, then you can go look for them to purchase a home, and then you're going to get that listing on that house.
Okay, so there's things in the contract that we can use to extend the terms of the closing dates and in terms of the loans, so that we can be give us ourselves enough time to work through all of these
I've got
details.
a great example of that. We just did that. So what we had is we had a young couple that was looking to purchase their first home, and the agent had a couple that was looking for their move up home because they were expecting their third child and they were in a 2-bedroom house. So it was a perfect scenario. So what we did is the agent set up a contract for that first time home buyer, that young couple. They were both living with their parents. So they made an offer on this house. They accepted that offer. However, they put in the contract that they had the opportunity to rent back from that purchaser until they found something to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew they bought their dream first home. They knew they had theirs sold, so now they can make an offer without that contingency
Mm-hmm.
on the one they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the inventory issues we have, it gives them time to find them something that they like where they want to be.
So, Steve, are you finding that people don't really realize the equity that they have in their homes today?
Actually, most Americans have no idea how much equity they have in their homes. So that's where I think I can help, and especially you can help the realtors. I can help co-branding. You can help with their social media presence. We can do mailings, but I think the most effective thing is phone calls, calling your existing database, because a lot of people don't realize how much equity, because just in our greater Cincinnati area, property values have increased 20 to 40% just in the last few years.
So that dream home of theirs may just be in reach, and they don't know it because they don't know the equity that they currently have in their home.
I think that's part of being a real estate professional. We need to reach out to our potential sellers and listings, because I don't think they realize how much equity they do have.
So in any of the other transactions that you've seen, because you see a lot of transactions come through here, is there any other information that you can maybe provide to us that we can be better problem solvers?
So the real estate purchase is the largest asset purchase that most Americans make.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with a partnership of a professional realtor, a professional lender, and other partners such as insurance and inspectors, and just having the right partners makes a good fit. So, when you're dealing with someone's assets and debts and helping them with credit, that purchase is a huge transaction that a realtor and a lender can hook up with and help with.
So we hear a lot of things about the cost of waiting, and I think that's kind of what you're alluding to.
I was. So a lot of people, and I'm getting a lot of feedback from my real estate partners saying, Sue and Bob want to sell, but they want to wait. They want to wait till there's more houses on the market. They want to wait till Bobby gets out of kindergarten. So there is a cost of waiting, because the average seller and buyer don't realize that with rising interest rates and the accumulation of wealth and the future value because of growing equity in their homes, waiting can cost them thousands and thousands of dollars. And we can do that analysis on any single residence, and we can help do that.
So when we hear that problem from our clients, and they don't know the answer to that problem, and we might not know the answer either, you're saying that we can come to you and you'll help us get that answer, so we look like the problem solver for our client.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So as we reach out to our sphere, and we reach out to our clients, what can we do to just dig a little deeper and try to find out what these problems are?
So that is a great question. And I just recently had the privilege of having an hour with Tom Ferry, who's one of the top real estate coaches in the United States. And we talked about this specific topic, is the listing crisis. And not only is this in the greater Cincinnati area, but this is nationwide. So one of the things is your database is your gold. So he's saying, make that call to your client, ask them, and it's going deeper, and it's making that relationship call. It's not calling to ask them for a listing or if they want to buy. You want to ask them, hey, we just went through one of the roughest years in history with COVID-19 pandemic. People were working from home, going to school from home. Ask them how they feel about where they're living and about their home. And they're going to tell you what their issues, what their problems, and what their needs are. And as a professional realtor and having a good mortgage partner, we can solve those problems by identifying what their needs are.
That's awesome. That is really good information. So if any of this gave you inspiration or motivation to reach out to your sphere and be that problem solver, we do know that there are a lot of people that are not happy in their current home. We just, as real estate agents, need to be the answer to that problem. So you can give me a call. I'll be happy to help you with different ideas to reach out and actually take this and put it into action. And then if there's specific information that you need for a client, you can reach out to Steve, right?
Absolutely. Anytime.
Great. Thank you and have a great day.
Bye now.